Okay, hey guys, welcome to class. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's class is a 35-minute-ish Vinyasa flow class. Super excited about this one. We're going to do some dynamic transitions, work on our balance, get a little bit of core work in, so super pumped. I have one block that I will use for some of class. You are welcome to grab a block if you have one. If you don't, a pillow is great or a water bottle. Anything that will bring the ground a little bit closer to you can be helpful at times. As always, please take this at your own pace. We will get moving relatively quickly in class, so if you need a little bit of a slower warm-up, I'd recommend starting maybe with the 20-minute stretch and then jumping in here. But let's get started. I'm gonna be playing the music in my headphones and you're gonna play it on your end so that it sounds great. So if you can pull up your playlist, the link is below our video here. We can get started together. So again, I have my playlist here. I'm gonna start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're off. Let's hit child's pose to get going. Spread your knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. Find your way onto your mat. Fingertips reach to the front of your space. Close your eyes. Soften in the shoulders, the jaw. Soften through your hips. Soften in your eye sockets. Without changing anything, notice your breath. Where are you breathing? Where is your breath inhabiting your body? And then on your next inhale, can you balloon your breath into your belly, filling up the entire cavity of your abdomen? Pull it then into your chest and up into your throat. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe that out. Again, like that, deeply inhale, expand through your upper back. Keep your shoulders soft. Open mouth, exhale. Option to stay breathing like this or start to breathe in and out of your nose, constricting the muscles at the back of your throat. Continue to expand in to the space under your armpits, your chest, your throat, becoming more expansive with each round of breath. And then maybe you set an intention for your practice before we start to move. Your intention could be a word, something you're focusing on. For me, I'm focusing on leaning into what feels really good and leaving behind anything that won't serve me for the rest of the day, the week, the month. And on the mat, that could mean just choosing poses when there's options. That is exactly what your body needs in the moment, and letting go of any ego-based desire to hit a fancier pose or really stretch or strain. On your next inhale, rise it up to a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Maybe give yourself a gentle shift side to side. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale. Ujjayi, exhale. You're going to pivot your right foot towards the right. Come to a modified side plank. Extend your left leg back. Right arm goes high. Take an inhale here. Reach up. And if you want a little side body opening, you could reach your left arm over your left ear. I want you to ground your left foot down onto the mat. We're going to use some core strength here. Inhale, rise up. Modified gate pose. Left hand down your left leg. Send your right arm high. Inhale. And super slowly, we're going to lower that back to the mat, lighting up our obliques right away in class. You can kickstand your right toes if that helps you. Let's do that again. Inhale, rise, slow. So it's your core working and not momentum. Exhale to lower. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to lift. Nice. Exhale, drop it down. You're going to swing your right foot in front of you and come to sit on your right glute with your right foot on your left inner thigh. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, single leg fold over your left leg. It's early in class, so keep a nice bend in your left knee. You can round your spine down, tuck your chin to your chest. You might feel an opening along your side body, your low back. You can flex through your left toes. Inhale, lift up. Take your right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, full gate pose. Press onto your right shin. Sweep your left arm up and back. If it would feel good to you, you can dip that back down and sweep it up again. It's a nice big heart opener to get us going. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down to a tabletop pose. We're going to switch that out. Pivot your left shin to the left. Inhale, modified side plank. Now you're facing the right side of your mat. Option for an inhaled side body stretch as you plant your right foot firmly on the floor. Recruit your right oblique muscle to pull you up. Half gate pose. Super slowly lower. Find a rhythm with your breath here. Inhales, pulls you up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale. And exhale, left hand plants. Drop onto your left glute, left foot in your right inner thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, you're folding towards the back of your space. Single leg seated fold. Janu Shirsasana. It's a hard one for me to say. I often mess it up. Where can you soften? Just a breath here. Inhale, lift up. Left hand plants by your left hip. Full gate pose. Sweep your right arm up and around. You're on your left shin. And then maybe you dip it down and send it around again. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips high. Maybe bend into one knee, bend into the other. Finding some space, I'm going to spin around for our next little flow so you can see me, but you guys stay right where you are. Deep inhale and deep exhale as you settle into your first downward facing dog. Feel free to take any movements that call to you here. Find a moment of stillness. Spin the soft part of your elbows forward. Really notice how you've aligned your body. Take adjustments as you need as I'm cueing a few things here. You want your feet hips width distance apart. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. You can micro bend your knees so that your pelvis more easily tips high. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Gaze forward. Exhale, step your right foot outside your right hand. Runner's lunge. Inhale to open your chest. Dip your hips down any amount. It's okay if it's a little tight to get started. Exhale, extended pyramid pose. And I'm actually going to grab my block here. Extended pyramid, you'll lengthen your right leg long. Bump your right hip crease back more than your left. You choose if you want your right foot flat or maybe you flex and pull on your right toes. Inhale. We're stepping forward. Exhale, Malasana Yogi Squat. If you have your block, pressing into your hands as you make that transition can be helpful. And then your hips go down, heels in, toes out, as wide as you need to get your feet flat on the floor. Take a gentle rock side to side. If your hips are pretty lifted, that is okay. Prioritize opening your heart, softening through the hips. Inhale, mountain pose. Press through your heels. Your feet stay wide. Sweep your arms up overhead. Breathe in to reach high as you drop your shoulders down. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Ground through your left heel as you create space on your left side body. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back down we go, Malasana. Hands plant on your block or the mat. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge on the left. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, extended pyramid left side. Same thing here. Pause to feel the movements, feel the different sensations that show up here. Then you're going to plant your hands, little core work. See without bending your left knee. If you can inhale, sweep that left leg high. Exhale, open, bend, and stretch your hip. Keep your shoulders square to the mat, and it's a few circles, one direction and then the other. You can circle out your ankle. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ujjayi breath in and out. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge, back the way you came. Left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, extended pyramid. Inhale, Malasana Yogi squat, top of your mat, hips sink low. Stay for a breath. Get strong through your heels, a little springy in your hips. Inhale, mountain. This time, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, gentle back bend cactus through your heart. Press your hip bones forward. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, Malasana. Hands to the mat, step your left foot back. Runner's lunge on the right. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, extended pyramid. Hands plant. This time, your right leg is sweeping high. Can you keep it straight? Inhale. Exhale, open, bend, and stack. Stretch your right hip on top of your right knee and take any movements that feel good in your body. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. 2 rounds of breath. Deeply inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. We are moving on from here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Cat your back, shoulders over wrist. How high can you press your body away from the floor? Inhale, right leg sweeps back high. Same movement. Exhale, low lunge. Gaze ahead of your mat to help step your foot between your hands. And then just wiggle it up if it did not quite get there. Start to bring more weight into your feet. Peel weight out of your hands. Inhale, crescent airplane arms. Squeeze your triceps up over your low back. Magnetize your inner thighs towards your midline. Pull your chin away from your chest. Feel strong through your legs. From here, wrap your left hand around the front of your body, right hand around the back of your body. So you're sandwiching your core between your arms. Gaze forward, airplane pose with this bound arm variation. This is going to help you practice keeping your hips flat. So to see if your left hip pops up and down, using your arms, you can find that neutral position right where your left hip aligns with your right hip. Press away from the mat with your right foot. It's a little harder to balance with your arms here, so if you're wobbling, it's okay. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits, hands to the mat, lift your left leg high, any amount, and fold over your right leg. A little release. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, shoot your left foot back. We're rising all the way up this time. Inhale, high crescent lunge, sweep your biceps by your ears, get low in your front knee. You can bend your back knee any amount to help straighten out your spine. Wrap your ribs to your midline and pull your hip points towards your lowest ribs. Plug your shoulders into their sockets. Breathe in. Exhale, eagle arms, right arm under left, palms touch. Option to take a bear hug if that feels better. Get steady through your legs, maybe dip a little bit lower, adjust as you need. We're gonna inhale, lift your bind. Exhale, round like you're rolling over a beach ball, elbow to knee. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale. Exhale, round all the way down to a humble warrior. You'll pivot your back foot flat on the floor, like warrior 1 feet. Keep your eagle bind pulling towards the floor. So the entirety of my left foot is now down, my left big toe pointing off the left side of my mat. Drop your chin down, unhinge your jaw. A moment to soften. You're gonna pivot back onto your left toes. Use your core strength here. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, goddess, your arms back bend. Inhale, arms go forward, crescent reach. 2 more times, exhale, pull it back, goddess arms. 1 more, inhale, crescent reach. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out to the left. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of your mat. We're gonna take 3 pumping warriors here. Inhale, press back up towards star. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift, keeping your warrior 2 feet. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down and find extended side angle. Right arm inside your right inner thigh. Left arm goes high. Pause to feel the sensations here. Drive your right knee towards the right as you spiral your belly to the ceiling. Your left arm can reach up or over your ear. Stay low in your front leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your right arm up. Reach for the ceiling first and then high five the back wall. Can you get lower in your front knee? Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to plank. Our first chaturanga together. Inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Keep your hands right by your shoulders. Super light, not much weight in your hands. Press your toes down. Inhale, cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, lower. Option to press up through knees or toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. First flow, first side. You guys did awesome. Let's kick it into gear on the left. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Press up away from the floor. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, same movement, low lunge, gaze ahead of your mat as you step forward. Put lots of weight in your feet. Inhale, crescent airplane, peel your chest away from the mat. Can you get a little higher on the bottom of your back foot? And a little longer through the crown of your head, thinking lengthen your spine. Take your right arm around your front body, left arm around your back body, sandwiching your torso. Launch forward, airplane pose. Use your arms here to steady your hips. Right hip point points straight at the floor. Open your heart. Again, can you get long from your back heel out the crown of your head? One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits, release fingertips down. Send your right leg high. Stretching into your left hamstring. One inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back. Inhale, high crescent lunge, we're rising all the way up. Second side, things can feel different, so notice what's going on through your back knee. Relax your shoulders, spark your fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, eagle bind, left arm wraps underneath your right, palms to touch. Pull your forearms away from your face to feel this expansion in your upper back. Always option to take a bear hug. Inhale, let's start slowly, open your chest. Exhale, round to connect elbow to your front knee. We have 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Find that flat foot now on the right and melt to the floor. Can you soften your left inner thigh? Drop your right or left shoulder inside your left knee and breathe. Surrendering here to this pose, to the stretch, to the movement. Release your bind, pivot back on your right toes. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, goddess arms, back bend. Inhale, swim your arms forward, crescent reach. 2 more, exhale, back bend, pull. Inhale to reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, star pose. Take some weight out of that front leg. Nice release here. Exhale, warrior 2. It's 3 pumping warriors. Inhale, lift. Squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, lower. Take it all the way to your extended side angle. Left arm in your left inner thigh, right arm high. I notice so much more tightness on this side. Explore the pose. What feels good? What adjustments can you make? Do you want to bind? Do you want a side body stretch? Your pose, explore it. Prepare to drive through your left heel. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low in your legs. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back to plank. Second chaturanga. We're gonna lower all the way down to the belly. But this time, option to move to upward facing dog from here. So start with a cobra. If you feel okay, you can press a little bit more weight into the hands, lifting up to high cobra, and then maybe peel your knees off the mat for full upward facing dog. Keep the pressure out of your low back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Ujjayi, exhale. Again, inhale, big breath. Strong Ujjayi exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold at the top of your space. I like to bring my feet a little wider than hips width distance apart. Find a ragdoll sway side to side. Maybe grab hands on opposite elbows. Shift more weight to your toes. Release your fingertips to the mat. Bring your feet closer together. Either big toes to touch or a little sliver with a little sliver of space between your heels or hips width. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Breathe length into your hamstrings. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, our first chair. Drop your hips low. Bring your biceps to frame your ears and sink your hips back. Spread your toes wide. Hopefully you can see them. If not, sink a little bit further back. Bring a slight lift of your palms to the ceiling like you're offering something forward. Inhale, breath. Exhale, open arm twist like you're pulling an arrow. Pull your right arm back. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, open arm twist is to the right. Hips stay squared forward. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist. Staying in your twist, bring your hands to heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, prayer twist. Left elbow hooks outside your right leg. Press your palms to heart center. Sink your hips low. Imagine you're dropping hips below heart, heart below your head. You can gaze up over your right shoulder. Keep your knees in line, so your left knee is going to want to bump out. Scoot it back. Hips are nice and square. 1 more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Widen your feet hips width distance apart. Maybe shimmy out your legs, shimmy out your head. Shake it yes and no. From here, you're going to bring your right peace fingers to your left. Let me get this right. Right peace fingers to your right big toe. Why is that so challenging? Maybe because I'm folded in half. So right peace fingers to your right big toe. You're gonna bring your left hand into your left hip crease, hand on hip. Super slowly start to rise up into a bound one leg mountain. Your right knee comes up into your chest. So you're pulling your knee towards the ceiling. You might feel a funny type of stretch you don't usually feel in your one leg mountain. We're gonna layer on a few options here. You're welcome to stay right here and focus on balance in this pose. Otherwise, you can start to extend your right leg forward, staff pose. Final variation, your right leg will sweep to the right. You can send your left arm out to the left and gaze to the left. Explore here a couple of different variations. If you fall out of it, come right back in, no worries. Just yoga, we're just playing with balance. Come back to layer 1 rather, and then release your foot, one leg mountain. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, standing figure 4 across your right ankle over your left thigh, sink it low. For a little bit more strength work in the glutes, feel free to take a gentle pulse. This also just helps with the stretch, keeping our movement nice and dynamic. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Sink both feet to the floor, sweep your triceps behind you. We're gonna put weight back on our right foot. Start to peel your left foot off the mat. Shoot it back slowly, airplane pose. Squeeze your pinky fingers towards your midline. So we did airplane with our arm wrap earlier. Keep that same hip leveling in mind. Hold for an inhale. Big step back, exhale, warrior 2 to the left. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle, reach forward as far as you can first. Then drop your right arm down, left arm high. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Magnetize your inner thighs towards your midline. From here, shift your gaze towards your front foot. We're gonna start to put a micro bend in that front knee. Blocks are right here. Inhale, half moon. Keep your right toes forward as you launch onto your right foot. So you're in a T shape from the crown of your head out your back leg, and then your left arm lifts high. Inhale, reverse triangle, stretch high, flush that out. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, hands to the mat. Option to float your right leg high, lower down, triceps, squeeze your ribs. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Ujjayi breath in. Gaze forward, exhale, step walk, or option to float forward to the top of your mat this time. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips low, reach high. Second time here, can you deepen into your chair just a little bit? Chin off your chest, tuck your tailbone under like you're C-curving your spine down. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Just moving through your spine like your rib cage is spiraling on your spinal column. Your hips point forward. Inhale, chair. Exhale, open left. One more time. Inhale, chair. Exhale, peel it open. Keep your twist. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Hook your right elbow outside your left thigh. Drop your hips towards the back edge of your mat. Each inhale, can you create length from your tailbone out the crown of your head? Each exhale, drop your hips a little deeper. Twist your chest a little further up and to the left. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let that go. Widen your feet. A brief ragdoll. Maybe sway it side to side. This time you're going to take your two peace fingers on the left and hook your left big toe. It's a little easier to get right this time. Take your right hand to your right hip to stabilize. Micro bend both knees and super slowly start to rise up to your bound one leg mountain on the left. So yogi's choice, once you're up here, get nice and steady. You can stay or play with staff pose variations. Start by lengthening out your left leg. Keep leaning forward into this rather than leaning back. You want to keep a nice, tall, straight spine. If you feel okay and want to progress the pose, your left leg can come to the right, right arm to the left leg to the left, rather, right arm to the right, gaze at your right thumb. Good, we'll come all meet back in our lifted one leg mountain and then release that to traditional one leg mountain pose. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, standing figure four. Press your left ankle over your right thigh and drop it low. If you did the little pulse on the first side, welcome that back in here. Just flex your left toes up towards your shin to protect your knee. Here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms 2 feet down. Start to shift weight into your left foot. Make your right foot light. Inhale, breath. Exhale, airplane pose. Extend your right foot back like you're moving through molasses. If you find some wobbles, if you fall out during a transition, just come right back in. I just wobbled all over the place. It happens. You're here, you're doing the work, you're challenging your body. One more breath out. Inhale, warrior 2. Take a giant step back, taking up space on your mat. Sink into your front knee. This time, inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Bump your hips back as you reach as far forward as you can. And then drop your left arm down, right arm high. Pivot your left hip bone forward and your right hip bone back. You want to keep your feet in one plane, so my front heel is intersecting through my back arch. Squeeze your inner thighs as if you're going to crumple your mat between your legs. Shift your gaze down at your left toes. Option to grab your block here. Start to bend into your left leg. Inhale, half moon pose. Launch into your T shape. Facing the right side of your mat. your hips, your chest. Everything squares over to the right. Play around here, challenge your balance. If you fall out, you found your edge. Let that go and pick up right where you left off. We're here for 3. Stepping back to reverse triangle in 2. And 1, bend through that front leg, plant your right foot softly, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, option to hover your left leg as you take your flow. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths, breathe. Inhale through your nose. Option for open mouth exhales or stick with your Ujjayi breath. We have one more short flow that's going to start the process of unwinding and stretching out, but a little bit more work to go, so stick with me. Hopefully you're sweating, breathing, feeling your heart rate up just a little bit. Ujjayi inhale together to reset. Ujjayi exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, cross under your body and tap. Inhale, right leg high. Same movement, exhale, right knee, left tricep. This time shoot your foot through, fallen star. Peel your left arm to the ceiling. This is a big oblique move on the right. Lift your hips high. Press away from the mat with your right arm. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step your right foot outside your right hand. You can stay here with a lifted left leg for a minute or drop it down. Active resting hip stretch. You can move this side to side, gently moving your knee in and out. If you're comfortable and want to move onto your forearms or place your forearms on a block, feel free to do so. Drop your head, chin to chest. Feel your breath circulating through your body. Feel alive, the sensations you've created through your movements. A brief rest here as we move into that hip stretch. You can stay right where you are or invite a quad stretch. I'd recommend coming onto your palms to start. Start by flexing your left heel to your left glute. Sweep your right arm up and back. Maybe you make a connection, maybe not. Either way, sink your pelvis towards the floor and open your heart to create length in the entire front side of that left leg and left hip. Deeper breaths. Without slingshotting, release your foot. Bring your hands inside your right foot. We're moving to Skandasana to the front of the mat. Pivot onto the ball mound of your left foot. Point your left toes high. Hands to heart center. You're lifted off the ground with your front foot here, your right foot planted. Hands can be at heart. They can also be on the floor. One more exhale. Inhale, wide leg forward fold, heels out, toes in, fold to the center of your space. Shift weight towards your toes, just here for a beat. Exhale. Inhale, Skandasana to the back. Sink into your left leg. Point your right toes to the ceiling this time. I like to drive my left elbow into my left inner thigh. Maybe shift your gaze up. Open your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, stay low. Come to the top of your mat. Standing L on the right. Right foot down, left leg lifts. You can option to move your hands to heart center for a warrior 3 variation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, burst up. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend, flush that out. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, step or float back, take your flow. Last side, last flow, you've got this. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, cross it under and tap. Inhale, leg high. Same movement, left knee, right tricep, shoot your foot through, fallen star, peel your right arm high. How high can you bump your right hip bone to the ceiling? Press away from the floor with a micro bend in your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, runners lunge. Step your left foot outside your left hand and find your pose. Drop your right knee or stay lifted. And then it's your active resting hip stretch. Get quiet for a moment. Listen to the thoughts that come up, knowing that they're not necessarily truths, that they're going to pass. They're a reflection of things your mind is focused on, but not necessarily a reflection of reality. When we put our bodies to work, we allow our mind to get a little quieter, and it's easier to just observe our thoughts passing by like clouds. You took the quad stretch on the first side, come to your right palm, scoot your right heel up towards your glute, sweep your left arm around and back. Pelvis is heavy. Without slingshotting, gently release your right foot. Inhale, Skandasana to the top of your mat. Second round of this. Hands to heart. Maybe you're a little more open in the right hamstring. Exhale. Inhale, wide leg forward fold. Option to bring a shoulder rinse in just for a beat. Pull your hands towards one another and away from your low back. Shift more weight towards your toes. Skandasana to the back. Release your bind, drop into your right heel, hands to heart. Stay low, pivot to the top of your mat. Inhale, standing L. Your right leg floats high. Maybe warrior three, hands to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Last one like this. Bring your fingertips to point towards the sky. Take a breath in. Arcing Tadasana, gentle back bend. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, your last one of class. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Create a 7 shape in your front shin. Even out your body weight on either side. And then melt down to the mat. You can use your block or put your head on your forearms, your hands, the floor. Take a huge inhale. Exhale. Melt into the pose. Notice what happens when you find stillness, where your thoughts start to go. The ones that come up first, it's always interesting to know what those are. Again, no attachment to them, but just shows us what our mind is focused on. But ask yourself if that's a reflection of what your heart, your soul is focused on, or if maybe you can shift some of that attention. Start to lift up onto your hands. We're just going to gently send that right leg up and back. Give it a little shake rather than craning it into a one-legged dog. Just give it a little bit of a flush to let some fresh blood come in. We're going to switch it out to the left. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Create that 7 shape in your front shin. Give yourself a moment to even out your sides. Lifting your heart. Exhale, fold, half pigeon pose. Again, take a moment to fully soften. Deep, deep inhale. Exhale, sigh that out. These deep, slow exhales tell our body that we're safe, that it can relax. You think about it when you're stressed, under tension, you have short breaths, everything becomes tight. We're trying to do the opposite of that here. Follow the rise and fall of your inhale and exhale. When you feel you've had an even hip stretch, return to your palms. Again, tuck your right toes and just gently shake out the left leg in downward facing dog. Plant your left foot down. Final downward facing dog. Find a moment of stillness. Lift your hip creases high. Relax your shoulders. Find your best downward facing dog of class. And then come forward, drop to your knees, send your legs around in front of you. We're gonna make our way onto our backs. Send your arms long, take a slow roll onto your back, and draw your knees into your chest when you get there. Let your entire spine melt into the floor. We'll finish with an easy supine twist, but if there's something else you're craving to finish class, feel free to go there now. Tabletop your knees, tee out, or goalpost your arms. Gently drop your knees, both of them over to the left, gaze to the right. Completely relax from the crown of your head out your toes. Don't worry if your legs are sliding around, they're not touching the floor. Just letting gravity do some work on the spine. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, sigh that out. Use your elbows to come through center. Nice and gentle, drop both legs to the right, gaze to the left. Again, big inhale. Exhale to soften into the mat. Inhale, draw your knees to center. If there's anything else you need to finish your class, by all means, take it. Otherwise, we'll move to our final Shavasana. Wrap your arms around your shins. Draw your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a huge hug of gratitude for taking this time for yourself, moving through a challenging flow. Big breath in. Exhale, final Shavasana. Lay your arms and legs long, palms face up. This is where we will finish our class. It's where we absorb the benefits of our practice. Just let your playlist keep rolling. Enjoy these few precious moments just for you. Soften your belly. Soften your shoulder blades, the space between your eyebrows. There's sounds where you are. Just let them become part of your experience, softening into the background. You're right where you are, you're right where you need to be. And I will leave you here to finish your Shavasana in any way that feels good to you. As always, thank you for joining me for class. It means so much to me to have you guys tune in. I hope you feel great. Please let me know if there's anything specific you want to see coming in the near future. Namaste.